Welcome to Education Today. I'm Brandy Haddon from West Shamokin High School in the Armstrong School District. Tonight we're going to see and hear some musical selections from the annual Armstrong County Band Festival. 88 students from 7 high schools in Armstrong County gathered for the 2-day festival and presented a public concert at Fort City High School on January 30th. The guest conductor of this year's festival was Dr. Jason Worsbit, the Associate Professor of Bassoon and the conductor of the concert band at Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Let's take a look.
Family members to let us take your kids out of the school for 2 days to make some music. And what came in here as a raw, unskilled group has kind of blended into a hired and more organized and more proficient group of musicians, and they've become one. So congratulations to them and thank you very much. I'd like to introduce you to your host director, longtime musician, teacher, definitely historian, who has covered many, many aspects and areas of music throughout his career. And if I'm correct in talking to him, this will be his last county band festival, and what a better way to go than right here at Fort City for him, Mr. Dennis Kramer.
Good evening and welcome. The first thing we'd like to do is make sure if you have a cell phone, pager, beeper, anything like that, would you do us a great big favor and make sure that it's silenced right now, because we are recording this and every one of these children is going to receive a complimentary copy of this recording, and the last thing they really want to hear is your phone's version of the 1812 Overture. So thank you. It's been a wonderful opportunity to be able to host these young men and women in our building. I would especially like to thank not only the administration of the Armstrong School District, but the administrations of Freeport, Leechburg, and Apollo Ridge School Districts. Without their continued support, we would not be able to do programs such as this. The custodial staff here, the secretarial staff, our faculty, the administration, the people who take care of the dining services, everything's been wonderful. And so I'm very, very appreciative of all the help that goes on behind the scenes that most people never have a chance to see. When you choose a guest conductor, you try to find someone that will work well with the students, will bring something as an educational basis to the students, but also someone that can work with you, because you have to sit down and work with that person to be able to select the program, the music. Our guest conductor this evening, I've had the pleasure of knowing since he was in high school. He's a graduate of Marion Center High School. He was a clarinet player when I first met him, and he kind of got bored playing clarinet, so he decided to learn to play bassoon. I watched him go through undergraduate school over at IUP, and I've watched him grow into earning his doctorate in music and conducting, and he's been a wonderful friend for a long time. I've had the opportunity of playing professionally with him, and I can't think of a better person to put in front of these young people. So at this time, I would like to introduce to you Dr. Jason Worsbit.
Good evening, Armstrong County. How are you? Terrific. Boy, it's a pleasure to be here. I've been at IUP 10 years, and I've never had the opportunity to stand in Armstrong County and make music. And I'll tell you what, after the past 2 days, I hope I get an opportunity to do so in the future again, because spending time with these folks and the teachers of these fine young people has just been wonderful. The first piece that you heard is Flourish for Wind Band by Ray Vaughan Williams. Ray Vaughan Williams is a very important British composer to this medium. There was a group of composers from England, Ray Vaughan Williams and Gustav Holst, that composed many of the first pieces that were written for this ensemble that you see before you, so it's our pleasure to open up with that. The next piece that we're going to do is the Royal Coronation Dances. The music that you're about to hear was written almost 500 years ago, and it highlights the fact that music written for the band, for the wind band, actually predates any music that was written for the orchestra or any other instrumental ensemble by almost 250 years. So the ensemble that you see before you is the oldest instrumental ensemble that has ever occurred. It's a setting of 3 pieces by a French Renaissance composer by the name of Claude Gervais, who was most likely employed by some type of a king or a queen or a duke or a duchess. And if you were an instrumentalist living in the 1500s, it was actually a pretty good gig, because they paid for your meals, they paid for your uniform, you played for a couple ceremonies, so it was a good gig. The only problem was that the bands also worked for the military. And in the last piece, you're going to hear sporting games as kind of a battle-influenced type of piece, in that if one king went to war with another one, they didn't send the military first. They sent out the band first. And you put this band over here, and then you put this band over here, and the one band would try to scare the other band. It was kind of like the earliest version of Battle of the Bands, except it took place about 500 years ago. So it's our pleasure to perform for you the Royal Coronation Dance. It's a 3-movement suite. spend time, I've gotten to spend time with a lot of people that are very, very close to me. I just got married in August, and it's very interesting. This area in Ford City has become a very important place to me because this is where I met my wife. In Ford City, Pennsylvania. She's seated right back there. And actually, through marriage, I actually have a nephew who's sitting in the trombone section. So it's very, and the other thing that you need to know is that our esteemed host director, Dennis Kramer, actually played a very important part in introducing, kind of getting me and my future wife together. So it's always great to come back to this community. This has kind of become my adoptive second home. So it's pretty neat to be here. The next piece that we're going to do on the program is entitled Dusk by Stephen Bryant. If you don't know the name Stephen Bryant, I think you probably will in the next 5 to 10 years. This gentleman is quickly becoming one of the hottest names in composition, in particular for band. I actually had the opportunity to attend graduate school at the University of North Texas with Steve. We were classmates at the same time, so it was kind of neat to see him doing all these wonderful things that he's now becoming famous for. His piece, Dusk, is probably one of his best-known pieces to date, and this piece is simply, it was written to evoke the feelings that you might see or might experience during a beautiful sunset. So this is Stephen Bryant's Dusk.
Before I came to IUP, I had no idea what college would be like or what role I would play or where I'd be in the future. But when I came to IUP, everything changed. I met people who really made me feel like I belonged. I had great classes at a great nationally ranked university. Hi, my name is Megan Miller. I'm a fine arts major, and this is my university.
We piano solo to the end, which is very fancy, so don't clap yet. Now, when we go faster this time, you'll notice that the first thing I have after the word voice above the staff is G. That's because we're our letter G in our music. Then there are two F's. That means double forte. We use Italian words, obviously, to say our volumes and various musical markings. And then away down around bar 168, 69, 170, there's this V that's laying on its side and it goes down to a P and it's got D-I-M molto over it. And all those are signs that just tell you that on that note, when you're holding the word more, you're supposed to get softer. And then the next measure, there's C-R-E-S-C, that's crescendo. You're supposed to suddenly get louder again and be a double forte by the time you get to study. And then we've got that counting thing going on. Okay, now sit up at the edge of your seat. I always say, good singing posture is this much of your butt on that much of the seat. They've been hearing that, okay? And we'll pick this tempo up a little bit. We don't want to be slugs. 1, 2, here we go. I'm going to put on my jolly crown down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm going to put on my sorry crown down by the riverside. I ain't gonna study war no more. 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 And there's a fancy piano ending, so don't clap yet. All right? Are you ready? Are they ready?
Down my heavy road, down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Gonna lay down my heavy road, down by the riverside, and I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't
That was truly amazing. Great singing. To qualify for the festival, students had to be selected by audition in their local high school. District 3 includes 34 high schools across the 6-county area. This area includes the counties of Armstrong, Indiana, Clarion, Jefferson, Venango, and Forest. Armstrong School District was well represented at this major event, which rotates throughout the 6-county area. 26 students from Elderton, Ford City, Katanning, and West Shamokin high schools sang in the chorus. Students in the top 10 of each voice section are advancing to Region 2 chorus to be held in March at Girard High School. Well, that's our show for today. I hope you enjoyed the District 3 choral concert from West Shamokin High School. I'd like to thank our film crew from West Shamokin for providing the footage and also for being our studio film crew tonight. Thanks also to our teacher, Ren Steele. Special thanks to choral teachers Kathy Reefer and Josh Meyer for hosting the district chorus. Please join us again next week for another look at the Armstrong School District. Visit our website for updated information about the district and have a great week.